Hey guys, doing a quick voiceover for this video really quickly. I had this video at around 18 minutes and decided to chop it down to below 15 minutes because iMovie does not allow you to upload longer than that. So I am using the Reset Girls line with Carpe Diem and Simple Stories. Don't know how that works, but that's what it is, the Reset Girl collection. Everybody, I'm sure, that's watching this knows what I'm talking about and has seen that collection. I purchased most of it. I didn't purchase the planners or the planner inserts or the dashboards or any of the papers, just like the sticker packs, the ephemera packs, and I think like the 3x4 cards and like the packs that have like all the size Project Lifestyle cards, because that's pretty much what I'll use it for, my Project Life and my planner. So I am just loosely putting these stickers down and nothing really interesting. I quickly want to say or bring up, we are going to be visiting Boston soon. And if you're from Boston, have visited Boston, are close to Boston, and you know of any awesome shops that you think I should visit outside of like the touristy realm of why people visit Boston, I would love to know like where they are, what the names are. I'm thinking like stationery shops, local scrapbooking shops, any kind of shops that might have like stamps or traveler's notebook style things, because I really enjoy using traveler's notebooks and I intend on doing a traveler's notebook for my trip to Boston, so it would be kind of cool to get some Boston type things while I'm up there. And if you want to meet up and get lunch, hang out, do something, I'd love to meet you. We can meet up and have fun. I don't know. It'd be kind of fun to meet some of my subscribers, since I have over 800 now, which is kind of mind-blowing to me because I never thought I would have that many people in the world interested in watching me doodle on paper, which looks like that's what I'm doing now. Like I did with my Midori Plan with Me's, I did write everything down during the week in one of those cheap Target Dollar Spot planner page inserts, just using the super cheap ones, and just writing down every single day what I did, and then I'm going back after the fact and writing down what I did and decorating the page. I don't do planning ahead because most every single time if I plan to do something ahead, it never happens. It gets canceled, it gets moved, something different happens, and I never really plan anything ahead. If I wake up a day and I want to get out of the house, then I go do something. If I go to bed at night and I know I need to go to the store in the morning and get something, if I'm feeling up to it, then I'll go and do it. If it's a necessity, then obviously I will do it, but I have to leave the house every day to go get my son from VPK, so you know, I'm always leaving the house every day. I don't write it down that I pick him up after school every day, but I do that, except for days like this day, Labor Day, where we didn't send him to school because it was a school holiday. So, yeah. Not much else happening here other than I can't make a cursive, cute looking D, apparently. Not really sure what I did there. I think I did it backwards. Instead of doing the bottom part, I did the pretty top and stem. So I'm just flipping through these stickers really quickly to find something that fits, find something that makes sense, and trying to fill up some of the empty space that I had, and trying to make it look pretty at the same time. This, like I said before, I am not a planner, a header. I do these planners for archival purposes, to keep track of what we do and when we do it. Just the same reason people scrapbook and do Project Life and journal every single day. This is a quick synopsis of what I did during the day without any photos. And when I do my Project Life or anything else, I can quickly look back and reference what we did that day. If I went to the store, if I purchased something, if I got some Happy Mail, if I did my laundry, it's just a quick and easy way to see what my day is like at a glance. So I really enjoy that. Like, I can look back at some old planners that I did when I first got married, and I usually just kept track of what my husband and I did during the day, or if we left the house and did anything. I didn't really write my work schedule because at the time I was working. I didn't really write that down because it was the same every day. I usually only wrote down if we went to the store or if we went and did something fun. And that's really cool to go back to from an archival standpoint. If I'm doing something, like for example, last year for my anniversary, I made a mini album for my husband of pictures every year on our anniversary of us. I could go back and look at the exact date that we went to a certain location, and it's all there. Like, I just love that. I love being able to go back and reference things. So, enough babbling about that. My voiceover earlier, I tried to do this earlier. It was a lot more fun, but I had to drop it because I had to cut like 3 or 4 minutes out of this. So now I'm doing a voiceover at like 10:30 at night, and I'm trying to be quiet, and I'm trying to be non-excitable, since making for a pretty boring voiceover. So tap, 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 like I always do. Don't know why that didn't get cut out, but you can see that the lighting has changed a little bit because I did have to walk away. My son just today told me that he has an ear infection, or told me that his ear was really hurting, and we suspect it's an ear infection, so he's never had one, so we are preparing for the worst for that, because I used to get ear infections terrible when I was younger, so we are preparing for the worst with that. So I'm just writing down quickly some of the stores, or the only stores that I went to this particular morning. Usually if I go to any stores like this, I'm usually there for a specific purpose. I don't go to stores just to go to stores to waste time, unless I'm waiting. Like, for example, my husband's haircut place is right next to our Michael's, so I will go walk around and waste time at Michael's and look at stuff while he's getting a haircut. But usually if I make a point and to leave the house at any point during the week to go somewhere, it's because I need something. And that's what this was. I was looking for fall decorations, and that's why I went to the Dollar Tree, and I needed adhesive. That's why I went to Michael's. So I'm not I wouldn't say I'm not a frivolous spender, because I'm a scrapbooker and I love to buy all the new things, but I'm really trying to be more strict about the things that I buy, because I have so much in my room that I'm just not using, and I probably never will, and it bothers me a little bit knowing that I have so much product and I'm not using it as quickly as I need to be, because since we bought our house, my scrap room is in our guest room, and it shares a bed in there, and it's really hard to get in and out of that room. I don't have the organization down pat yet, so using the things that I know I have, it's kind of hard to remember where I put it, if it's even unpacked, if it's still in a box somewhere in the garage. It's just been kind of a rough transition. I'm probably 3 months behind on my project life, and the only thing creatively that I have kept up with is my planner. So this plan with me is probably going to be a very rare occurrence. I really enjoy sitting down at night and writing what I did down in my planner and using the stuff that's on my desk as I go. I really have a hard time writing things down and then writing it in afterwards, because I feel like it's more forced, especially when you do it on camera. I'm sure it looks pretty and everything, but it feels more forced. I feel like I'm on the spot. I can't take my time to really letter the way I want to. I feel like I need to letter quickly so that I don't waste any airtime. And that's not what this is about for me. I'm sure it's great for you guys, and I really do enjoy making these videos. But I don't think I'm going to do a whole lot of plan with me. So I'd rather spend the effort into doing the Traveler's Notebook sessions and just maybe stuff like that. Maybe I can start sharing some Project Life spreads, because I can't sit down and do an entire week at a time. It takes me so long to sit down and print the pictures out, edit the pictures, decorate the pictures, write the journaling down. I'll probably never do a Project Life process, because it takes me weeks and weeks to do 1 week. So I think we're going to just stick with how the channel has been going up to this point. So here I'm just doing some stamping using a Studio L2E. And you know what? I'm sorry if you can see that on the far right side of your screen. It looks like a vibration, and it's like cut the screen to like the middle part of the screen, it looks like. I did not notice that until the recording was done. Just try not to look at it. Just focus your eyes to the center of the screen, and maybe it won't bother you as much, if you can even see it. I don't know if that's going to end up in the final edit. I don't know why that's happening. That's a very weird thing. I don't know why an iPad would do that. It almost looks like a sound bite. Anyway, moving on. I'm going to stop talking about it. So here I'm just writing down, again, the things that I did in the morning. And one of the things that I mentioned earlier in the video is the things that I like to do is I do my errands in the top box, things that I do after I pick up my son in the middle, and things that I do in the evenings after my husband gets home from work. That's how I break down my planner. My errands, chores, anything that I do in the morning while my son is at school goes in the top. Anything that I do after I pick him up, like go have lunch with my husband, or any errands that I do once we get home, or anything that we do together with just the two boys, goes in the middle. And then in the evenings when my husband gets home from work, anything that we do together as a family all together goes in the bottom box. So I think we're coming to the end of this voiceover. I'm probably gonna end things now, or just ramble babble until we get to the end, because it does get cut off at the end because my battery died, and I come back live and explain to you the things that you might have missed while I was filming. I think it was just the weekend that I didn't get on actual film, so we will just watch it together and graciously exit this voiceover Johnny on the spot when we get to that point. Yeah, I've really been enjoying this. You can see right there, I just booked my flight to Boston. I'm so super excited. I'm staying with a really sweet friend who I actually met through this crafting, community. She's a military wife, the same as I was. I think her husband is still in the military though, and she just moved up to Massachusetts. So I'm really excited to see her and to have a chance to visit Boston, because I love history, and nothing screams history like Boston does. There's just nothing in our country, in America, that screams the beginning, the basis of the foundation of our country, like Boston does. That's pretty much where the American Revolution began, and I'm really excited about that. I'm really sorry if you hate rambly voiceovers. This has got to be one of the worst. I don't think I'll record this late at night anymore because it's pretty boring. I feel like I have to be very tame and muted. Anyway, guys, so I'm gonna finish up here for real this time. I have really enjoyed filming this for you. I did really have a good time, even though it might have seemed kind of boring and maybe like I don't enjoy filming. I enjoy filming. I just don't want to take away my creative time, to create these videos for you. Although I do enjoy it. Don't get me the wrong way. I really enjoy doing it. So I'm gonna babble until I see the end come up onto the screen on iMovie. Any second now. And me. Tap, 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 tap. Alright guys, catch you later. Bye! Hey guys, sorry, in the section before this, a little clip before this, my battery died and I didn't know. Thought the iPad was fully charged, but I guess not. It looked like the only thing you guys really missed me doing was the weekend, which you can see you didn't really miss much because I was kind of rushing because I knew that my video was getting kind of long. Sorry about the weird lighting. So this is really all you guys missed. So sorry about that, but here is what it looks like all together. And thanks for hanging out for such a long video. I'll catch you next time. Bye.